Day 7. Yes, you made it. Let's get started. Thank you for joining me. And please don't forget to subscribe and like and share this practice. Thank you so much. Let's get started. So beginning standing and with the awareness of your core, connecting to your core with your belly breath. As you breathe in, belly expands. As you breathe out, navel draws to spine. And starting spinal rolling. So here, internally rotating the shoulders and curling down one vertebrae at a time. Curling back up, stacking the vertebrae and using your hips to bring you back up to standing. Curling down forwards, releasing the back of the neck, curling back up, and again use your glutes and your hips to bring you back up. Balance. Practicing standing tall on one hip, not jutting your hip outwards, but standing up tall. And we can practice this with hip hitching, which activates your glute med or gluteus medius. Hitching the hip up and down. And an awareness of our posture. Do we stand jutting the hip out? Or can we stand tall on our hips, engaging the core, engaging the glutes? So practice this hip hitching up and down. Notice if one side's weaker than the other. And then lifting up one foot and lifting up through the core and the pelvic floor as we move through Vrikshasana or tree pose variations. Find the variation that's right for you and really engaging through that core shrink wrap around the abdomen, and have a play with different arm positions, looking up to really challenge yourself. But again, engaging through the core helps our balance. And changing sides, have a little shake in between. So rooting down on your other foot and standing up tall on your hip. Again, notice if the hip juts out, or can you stay really tall on the standing leg. Rotating the hip outwards if that suits you, as you retain that core integrity, and moving into your version of Vrikshasana or tree pose, whilst you're engaging through the alignment of your spine, growing tall, breathing, noticing any wobbles which are part of the practice, and releasing. Again, have a little shake, and making your way down to your mat for a 1-minute forearm plank challenge. So join me here. Your knees could be down, lining up your shoulder over your elbow and holding. Navel to spine, glutes activated, thighs activated. Breathing halfway. Pushing through, building up that heat. Holding, almost there. You could rock forward and back on the toes if you wish. Holding with a smile. Well done. Slowly releasing down and breathing. And meeting up again on the hands and alternating down to the forearms, up to the hands. To the hands, back down to the forearms. And again, this could be done on your knees. The aim here is to really keep the pelvis in neutral. If you feel the pelvis twisting side to side, maybe practice on your knees first. And then releasing back into downward facing dog. Bending the knees, coming forward into plank pose. So dynamic movement here. Forward and back, navel to spine. And then moving into our 1 minute plank challenge. So again, this could be done with the knees down. Challenge yourself here. You've come this far, 7 days in, challenge yourself. And if a minute isn't right for you, then do what you can. Pushing through, breathing, rocking forward and back on the toes if you wish. Navel to spine. Holding, challenging, pushing through, building up strength. Last breath, and slowly easing down to rest and take some deep breaths here in heart-melting pose. And meeting up now again, lying on your belly, drawing the shoulder blades and the arms down as you slowly lift your head and trunk off the mat. And again here, we're not looking for height as much as we're looking for activation of the muscles. So low cobra. Squeezing back through the elbows to activate the latissimus dorsi. Squeezing into the glutes to activate the whole of the posterior chain. Wonderful. Pushing back to Balasana and moving through our spinal wave. And really enjoy this time mobilizing your spine. It could be coming up onto your toes, lowering down, arching back, and cycling back round. It could be done on your knees. Find the wave that's right for you. And enjoy the sense of mobility and control at the same time. Freeing up energy in our spine. It's very important. There's a yogic saying that you're as old as your spine. So, paying attention to our spine with our breath now as we take both arms to one side and lengthen through the side body. Arms to the other side, breathing into the side ribs. And resting back in Balasana. Meeting up again, sitting, and with an awareness of our posture and our core. We engage through our core, we're able to feel the whole sort of shrink-wrapped cylinder of our torso, and also engage into the pelvic floor. We're going to do 10 quick flicks now, or quick pelvic floor lifts. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And rest. Hugging knees into chest, lying on your back. Just rocking side to side, easing into your spine. And exhale as you hug your knees into your chest. Inhale as you release. Exhale, hugging in. Inhaling, releasing. And let your breath lead your movement. Finding circles round, massaging your spine. And resting now in Savasana, corpse pose, and letting the energy of our practice nourish our bodies, our minds, and our hearts. You could take your rest in constructive rest pose with the knees bent and knees together. And enjoy the slow belly breaths here now as you rest. And soak up the benefits of our practice. And as you're breathing here, visualize around your navel center a shining yellow light radiating from your navel center and then slowly making your way out of your practice. You did it. Well done. You know, I'd really like to thank you and honor your persistence, your courage, and your strength and determination to click on these videos and to do these practices for yourself. Hopefully there's some motivation here for you. And no, I'm practicing just like you. 2 years ago, I had a nasty back injury, which led me to start from scratch, literally going to my yoga, going to my physio, going to my Pilates class. And I hope in some way that you're able to get something from this series to feel stronger in your core. Now, Manipura chakra is also about maintaining our center of peace and power, and our center alignment. So when we feel our life is out of harmony, when we feel maybe boundaries aren't set in place to maintain our own energy, then that is when the Manipura chakra needs building. When the Manipura chakra is excessive, we burn out. So sometimes if you are feeling tired and depleted, it's not that more of these fire building practices are appropriate for you. It is more than about tending to the fire and using your energy sustainably and wisely. So that is part of yoga, and that is really where yoga is yoga therapy. So please always consult a health professional, yoga therapist, physiotherapist in your region, and really make these practices right for you. Thank you again. See you again on the other side of the 7-day challenge. Thank you. Namaste.